What is the best way to get a girl to love you? Is it to write beautiful prose, or is it to serenade them with a song? Nah, B, just DM shawty with the most down bad, dirty message you can imagine. According to a study done by men, girls love it when you send unsolicited sexual messages. Just DM a girl about how absurd their body is and they'll eat that shit up. Of course, sexting is not a new thing. Men have been doing it since the beginning of communication. Let me take you to 1909. Famous Irish writer James Joyce was cooking up a new work of literature. But he was not writing Ulysses, which is his magnus opus and also one of the best pieces of literature ever written. No. He was cooking up something far greater. A letter that makes Shakespeare look like Bellatrix fanfiction.
My sweet little whorish Nora, I did as you told me, you dirty little girl, and pulled myself off twice when I read your letter. I am delighted to see that you do like being fucked arseways. Yes, now I can remember that night when I fucked you for so long backwards. It was the dirtiest fucking I ever gave you, darling. And every fuck I gave you, your shameless tongue came bursting out through your lips, and if I gave you a bigger, stronger fuck than usual, fat dirty farts came sputtering out your backside. You had an arse full of farts that night, darling, and I fucked them out of you. Big fat bellows, long windy ones, quick little merry cracks, and a lot of tiny little naughty farties ending in a long gush from your hole. It is wonderful to fuck a farting woman when every fuck drives one out of her. I hope Nora will let off no end of her farts in my face so that I may know their smell also. Good night, my little farting Nora. My dirty little fuckbird, Jim.
What? A masterpiece in literature. Honestly, bro was clearly down bad for Nora, and even though he takes it a bit far sometimes, the way he obsesses over Nora is kind of cute. So what was Nora's reaction? Well, we don't know. These letters only came out after both of the lovebirds had died, and it's not like they talked about their sex lives in public. We only have Joyce's letters because he was a writer and kept a lot of his writing. But it can be inferred from Joyce's passages that Nora was even more disgusting and erotic in her writing. In any case, out of all the dirty love letters I read, ain't no author even comes close to the sheer dirt and flavor that Joyce baked into his love letters. You have these other writers going like, I want you to be amazed by me. Last night I dreamt of you. Meanwhile, Joyce is down there talking,
I'm over here stroking my dick, I got lotion on my...
Sad as it is though, James Joyce is gone, and we never had humans as down bad as him ever again. That is until they came along. That one group of people, horny as ever for no reason, the billionaires.
Wow, Jeffrey, top-notch talent as always. She sure knew how to rig my erection.
I haven't sniffed a child that hard in weeks, boy, do I feel rejuvenated.
My girl cried harder than I did after the Sandy Hook shooting, except she wasn't faking.
Let me take you to 2019. Jeffrey Bezos, professional human and forest ranger, is happily married to the love of his life. That's when fine shit came along, flying in on a jet, and Jeffrey just couldn't help himself. You know, he looks at fine shawty, pulls out the phone, and starts typing up the bars.
I love you, alive girl. I will show you with my body and my lips and my eyes very soon. Your energy and ideas and competence and spirit turn me on. You know what I want? I want to get a little drunk with you tonight. I want to talk to you and plan with you. Listen and laugh. I basically want to be with you. Then I want to fall asleep with you and wake up tomorrow and read the paper with you and have coffee with you.
That's pretty cute. You know, if AI wrote something like that to me, I'll probably fold. If it can really write like that, I'd be laying down that robussy too. I think people reading this get caught up with the line, I love you alive girl, which sounds like the thoughts of a hungry xenomorph. But I love you alive was a saying that meant I love you very much back in the day. And while I have no idea why they need to be alive, you know, game is game if you ask me, the expression itself seems pretty romantic. Compared to James Joyce's writing, Bezos is way more tame and conventional. It's just that he has the image of this corporate giant, you know, powerful, serious man that makes the text even more taboo. If the text were sent between your Uncle Bob and your mother, nobody would bat an eye because we already know that Uncle Bob be on some freaky shit. The same goes for other sexting scandals with Tiger Woods, King Charles,
The King Charles technique.
How do you keep coming up with these?
and other public figures. But before you go, let me read you one last dirty letter. It's a pretty one, and not nearly as zany as the GOAT's writing. Oscar Wilde was another Irish writer. He was one of the greatest and influential writers in his time as well as now. And this dirty letter was then written to his lover, Lord Alfred Douglas, in 1893, the height of Wilde's fame. It was found by blackmailers and read aloud at Wilde's trial, on which he was found guilty of gross indecency. After 2 years of jail time, he lost everything he had, and he was socially ostracized, he was impoverished, and he died of illness a few years later. My own boy. Your sonnet is quite lovely, and it is a marvel that those red rose-leaf lips of yours should be made no less for the madness of music and song than for the madness of kissing. Your slim-gilt soul walks between passion and poetry. I know Hyacinthus, whom Apollo loved so madly, was you in the Greek days. Why are you alone in London, and when do you go to Salisbury? Do go there to cool your hands in the great twilight of Gothic things, and come here whenever you like. It is a lovely place that lacks only you. But go to Salisbury first. Always with undying love, yours, Oscar. What a gentle letter. But to a small Victorian child, this language was outrageous. In Victorian times, just a mention of homosexuality, of indecency, is enough to ruin a person for life. And that fact of how this letter ruined the life of one of the greatest artists ever, how it was literally criminal to write, makes it one of the most scandalous works of sexting in history. And maybe that was the point of these letters. The writers themselves know how terribly they'll be denounced and judged by the world if these letters were publicized. But even so, because of how much they love that person, how special they are to them, they have to express these feelings, no matter how grotesque and raw that form is. It's supposed to be authentic, to be unhinged and a bit scandalous, because that's what love is. So now you know, next time you DM Shawty, hit him with a dick pic. Tell him you're gonna lay that pipe, after all, it's only an expression of love.